It's been a really good January, 7 points out of 9. You'll want to keep that momentum going.
Would be great if we could. I think with other teams, I don't know if I've said this in the past few weeks, there's other teams in our league on good runs at the minute, and it's allowing us to go a wee bit unnoticed, and that's good for us as far as, we don't get many mentions, especially, down the west or whatever, where the teams like Morton and Dunfermline and they're just getting on with it. Even Airdrie, everybody's in good runs. Brecon are doing terrific. Forfar's still doing well, and we're just plodding away. And if you look back at results, even December, they were pretty healthy. So we're doing fine. And as I said before, I still think there's more to come.
Looking at the League One table, looking very promising, and you're within striking distance of Saturday's opponents, Forfar. So it's a good game to go into in the circumstances.
Saturday's, Saturday's obviously a terrific game to look forward to. But I felt last Saturday was a big game for us to try and open up that gap between Stenhousemuir and it was a bonus for Ayr losing. Stirling lost, and we've got a wee bit of a gap there now that I think we can look up the way and just say, right, let's go for it, and be naive to a certain extent, and just go and see what we can do, because on our day we're a decent side. We've got some good players in our team, and if we could win on Saturday, for instance, we'd be right in amongst the pack, because there's one or two teams not playing, and I think you would see a big difference.
For the recent form's been a little bit patchy. It's been a kind of up and down start to 2015 for them. What sort of a game can you expect?
Well, Forfar just, you know what you're going to get for Forfar. They've got good experienced players on their side. They've got Swanky, Hilson, Denham, Husband, guys that have got a bit of flair about them. The 45 minutes we played them down there, the first half, they gave us as big a hiding as we've had, and bearing in mind we lost 5-1 at Sunrar. But that 45 minutes for Forfar that day was eye-catching for me. And although the second half we were well in the game and we only lost 1-0, we know what they're capable of, and on Saturday we know that we can't have a 45 minutes like that again. We'll need to bat it for the start. But if we are at it and we play as we did, the second half last week I felt was really good for us. And if we can play the way we did last week, then it'll certainly be a really good game.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it's important, Jim, to look up, not down, in this league table now.
Well, I think that was why last week was significant for me to a certain extent. I know that you're never safe, but first and foremost, our season was about consolidating, and if we can get into that position quickly, which we're maybe 2 or 3 victories away from doing that, then we can just go and look up and play with hopefully a freedom that sometimes we haven't done, and as I said, I felt the second half last week we did play with a freedom and we played well, and if we can continue, just there looked a bit of confidence amongst the players last week, which was pleasing for me.
And how's the team news shaping up?
Good. Scott Ross is back. We missed Dean Cowie last week. He's having a wee niggle with his knee. Maybe come back for his operation too quickly, so we're trying to give him a couple of weeks and settle him down. Obviously we're going to have a few midweek games coming up, so we'll see where we go with him. But we'll try and even maybe get him to see somebody, get a wee opinion in his knee. But apart from that, everybody else is fine.